All right. What is going on, everybody? Uh, Today, I'm doing a video talking about my next project, okay? My next short film project. And I'm trying my best. I'm going to try to step up my game here. And it's going to be titled Out of Time. So, without giving too much away, it's just, of course, it's just going to be me doing both characters. There's going to be, I play myself pretty much for the one character, and then of course Rob is going to be in this short film as well. Now, in the past, I've done little funny skits with Rob's music store, Rob Gets Funky, all this other just off the wall stuff, man. I love doing silly stuff like that. But this is more, it's going to be of a more dark and edgy kind of feel, more of a dramatic kind of atmosphere, if you will. So I can say that like right here in the music room, I have a green screen behind me, and in the past I've tried to use shots in the background to doing a video trying to portray a message or whatever, and I think that's all well and good. There's nothing wrong with that. I think green screens are great, especially if you're doing a podcast or something like that. If you don't have the luxury of being in a really nice kind of recording space, nice office or some professional studio or something, I think green screens are great for that. But in this next short feature, I'm trying to really step it up a little, the best that I can. Again, my work schedule is always in the way of everything. So I'm trying to shoot some footage on location, or different locations. So I thought to myself, man, just use what you have around you. Just make the best of what you got, and I think that's a good thing. For me personally, they say you take lemons and make lemonade. Not that this is I feel that this is like some type of sour project or nothing. There's nothing of that at all. Not that nature at all. But the wheels started spinning a couple of weeks ago about a storyline. That was the big thing. I was like, okay, what kind of story can I do? Because when you're doing everything on your own, either whether it's one character, two characters, or whatever, the work is that much harder. It's tough, man. So you got to film everything. You got to try to think about different shots, lighting, stuff like that. You got to think about, like I said, where you're going to shoot, different times of day, you want the light to be right. I mean, it's just, and I'm no professional. I'm not trying to convey that message at all. I've just been watching a lot of videos in the past, trying to educate myself on just the little details that a lot of people overlook, and I was one of those people that always overlooked all that stuff. When it goes from one scene to another, whether it doesn't matter what you're watching, it could be an old classic TV show from back in the day, or it could be something of today's time. But anytime that scene changes, that's a different camera or a different, they had to cut and go to something else and had to resituate stuff, unless they got a bunch of cameras and it shot live in the moment. But when you have one camera, basically a smartphone, it's you have to be a lot more creative and think about camera placements and stuff of that nature, right? So you have to think about all that stuff. But to me personally, I enjoy the challenge. I think it's fun. Now, if it was too much of a hill to climb, I wouldn't even deal with it. But I feel that it's attainable. I think that it's within my grasp. So I'm trying not to do something that's too far out there. That's like, man, I can't do that. I got to have 3 people to pull this off. And you know, when you get more detailed with content, no matter what it is, especially when you're shooting a short film or whatever, music video, you're going to need more people, because you know, it gets to a point you just can't do everything on your own. So that's you know, another reason I like just being the only character in these videos is because I don't have to deal with anybody else's schedule. And I'm not saying that to be egotistical. I'm saying that because my schedule is always the one that's out of sync from everybody else, and it's you know, it's always crazy, you know. So I don't have to I don't want to say inconvenience anybody else. Not that anybody wouldn't want to participate, but some people are just funny, man. You know, they might act like they want to do it. Then again, I haven't asked anybody, but I'm just saying, if, you know, now you have to depend on that person to show up and hope they can be there on time and hope that they're not sick or something, you know, because that's going to delay everything. So when it's just a one-man show, you don't have to deal with that. You know, you can work on your own schedule and you don't have to count on nobody else. Now, you know, having just one device, my smartphone, to shoot with, that's something that's, you have to be very careful as well. Not only am I shooting this next short film feature on the smartphone, that's my actual device I use to communicate with my family. So, you know, you have to be careful. Don't damage it, don't drop it. You know, try not to take up all the memory. It's just a whole plethora of things, right, that comes into play. So, but anyway, being the only subject matter is, to me, it works. It works for me for right now. But then again, it's tough, man. It's very strenuous, you know. I had today, the recording of this video, it's Sunday. So, you know, Friday, most of my day was taken up because I had to do some stuff for work. I had to go get a DOT physical, and, you know, I had to go pretty much at work and on the other side of a different town, across town there, and pardon me, and go to the doctor's office, and you sit there and wait and all this and that. So by the time I got back home, it was like, I don't know, 5:30 in the late afternoon. So that day was kind of shot. I didn't really have a chance to film anything because we're in the middle of October now, so it's getting to that time of year where the shots that I want to get in the daytime are anywhere between 3 and 6 p.m. because you start getting around 7, you start dealing with more shadows because the sun's going down, and it's going to get, you know, it gets darker sooner this time of year, of course. So you have to keep that in mind. So if you're shooting inside a building and there's really not that many windows to contend with, or if there's even shades there, it don't matter what time of day you shoot in there because you can just use natural lighting, right? But there's some shots I've done that have been outside, and I shot some yesterday. Turned out pretty good. It was a short scene, but I wanted to do it in the afternoon where the light was just right, with just the natural light itself, and it turned out okay. Then I've shot some scenes at night. That's always kind of tricky. Again, you can only work with what you got. You can only do so much in post-production in editing, as far as trying to dress it up, you know. And some of the shots I couldn't dress up. I just had to leave them as is. I mean, you try to make them look a little nicer, and it kind of hurts it more than helps. So what I decided to do was change the resolution on all the clips, and because I'm trying to get that more actual movie cinema kind of look. You know, I know if you have the higher grade cameras and the editing, you can pull that off rather simply. You know, it's not a big deal. But sorry, I had an interruption. I had to go outside, so you can see the glasses have tinted up there. So they will get back to normal here in just a second. So apologize about that. Sorry. we got some family that's leaving. They're going back home, and you can hear his truck out there. Sorry. So what was I saying? Golly, what was I saying? Talking about the resolution of the shots that I'm doing. So, um, what I tried. I'm trying to do everything on my phone, like I've talked about before. Um, I would say that this app has you can go on the video effects and you can choose different I guess saturation modes, to kind of give it a little different look. So I clicked on a low saturation, I guess it's a filter, and it looked really good. I was like, wow, I like that. It just gives it more of a that TV show or something kind of appearance. Again, I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. I'm just going by trial and error on a lot of stuff, and hopefully this stuff will continue to upgrade as I move forward, because I love doing these little projects. They're not on a professional level. I know that they're not on that standard at all, but it's something that I enjoy doing. I am a creative person, so if I can stay creative, whether it's doing live streaming in here and doing music or talking guitars or whatever, but if I can just be creative and express myself in different kind of ways, man, it makes you feel good. That's just what creative people do. I'm not the type of personality that's just going to sit on the couch or stay on my smartphone 24/7 going on all kind of different YouTube chats. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not going to spend my time going to flea markets or going to different places. I'm just not going to do it. I mean, after I get off work, I come home, I go to bed because it's early in the morning, and I get up, get my shower, get cleaned up, start another day. But that time I have from when I get home in the morning, I wake up, I'll come in here and try to create something. If it's just a 5-minute video or just practicing guitar, something, I will not go out there and sit on that couch and just go, well, I got to go to work in 45 minutes. I'll be in here doing something. That is what a creative personality does. So, and I've always been that way ever since I was just a little kid, only child growing up. So, you always have to find ways to stay entertained when you're an only child. So there you go. This next short film is, I don't know if I already said it. I can't remember because I got interrupted. Is called Out of Time. So I decided to go ahead and put Rob on the poster art without giving too much away. And Rob is really not the main character. I mean, it's kind of even neck and neck with my character, which I'm pretty much playing myself, and then Rob. It's kind of neck and neck there. Still have a long way to go. There are certain locations that I want to film at. I've actually got some of those accomplished. And there's another location I'm going to try to reserve with the owner and record the bulk of the short film in there. So it's I have to actually go up there this Friday and meet the owner and talk to her and scout out the location. And one of the main reasons I jumped on this is because the price was really, really good. I mean, I was like, holy moly, I was like, damn, so I haven't had a chance. I've drove past it a couple of times. It's actually about maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes up the road. So it's really close to the house. But I can't give away all the stuff right now. I'm just want to. Right, the point of this video is to say that I have another film, a short film, uh, in the works. Um, that's why you haven't heard a lot from me on this channel. I haven't done a lot. It's been pretty quiet on here. I did go live with Stafford's Music Studio over the weekend and had a blast over there. That was a lot of fun hanging out with Dave Stafford, and we always have a good time. He's he's funny. So yeah, I think I have what I want right now. Uh, up to this point, because I can't do anymore until I get on location. And again, I have to lock that in. When I mean lock it in, I have to, you know, pay the lady the money and reserve the time, the date, and the time slot that I want it for, because she actually leases out this property to other customers for different functions and stuff. Um, so far it's looking good, man. I mean, if that were to fall through, I don't really have a backup plan. I don't know. I don't think it'll fall through. I think, worst case scenario, it might be delayed, but I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping to get up there to meet with the owner this coming Friday, and then actually go up there and shoot the rest of the footage. I think it's the first. It's in the first part of November. So, and plus, you want to get this stuff done before it starts getting too cold. We're getting around this neck of the woods. We're getting to that time of year where if you do a lot of stuff outside, you have to think about your equipment and stuff like that. It's getting I mean, this isn't. We're not way up north, but we have some cold. We have some cold times here, man. Some cold days and nights. Uh, but anyway, we'll be fine. It's only it's not even Halloween yet. It's getting close, but it's getting to that time of year. So yeah, that's what I want to discuss with y'all, and I hope y'all will come back and when the short film comes out and check it out. Uh, um, so yeah, it's I can't, man. I really want to tell you, but it's not right to really go into it right now because I'm not finished. Stuff might change. A storyline might change, or I might have to go reshoot something. Or whatever. It's kind of difficult to say right now, but we will see. We will see how things go the rest of the way. Um, I'm hoping so anyway, that it goes smoothly. So far things have went really smooth. I've been very fortunate. Um, so I just hope it continues to go that way. The last thing you want is something that gets in your way and holds you up when you're that close to reaching your goal. But eventually, I would like to keep doing these projects, but slowly maybe involve other people if they want. Again, schedules have to line up, and people have families and people have things they have to do. So it's just that's just how it is. So, but I guess that's it for now, man. I'll get ready to sign off here. I just wanted to discuss this, and uh, hopefully everything will work out, and we'll see you in the comments. All right, take care. Bye bye.